Hey guys, I want to welcome you back for another Walmart adventure up here in Anchorage, Alaska. Now, it just snowed the last couple of days, so I've been kind of stuck in the house. I haven't even been outside to, clean off the car or do anything. Yeah, pretty much it's just been crazy weather, and I was kind of surprised to find out that many of the snow dumps here in Alaska were closed yesterday, or they just weren't letting our vehicles in for whatever reason. So either way, I got to get in this Walmart and see what's going on in here. We're going to check on some prices, see if there's some shortages. We're also going to talk about some healthy food options that I've been purchasing lately. And if you're new to the channel, my primary videos are typically around my weight loss. Now, when I first started the channel, I was doing these videos all the time. And this is kind of how my channel started off right away. With the first 400 something subscribers is I was doing like Walmart shopping videos, focusing on sales and stuff like that, and that seemed to do pretty well. Then all of a sudden my health took a turn for the worst, and all of a sudden I needed to really focus on myself. So I got away from all the prepping content, the news, the big media, and all that stuff. So we just decided it was just best to take a break, and then I started making weight loss videos about my weight loss journey, and so here I am. Now we got to go in the Walmart and I'll show you around. Now, something I always like picking up is this hydrogen peroxide. It's about $1 a bottle. Now, no matter what, you can always use this, or you can trade it with somebody for something if the time needs. But it's always super helpful having this stuff around. You can use it in your laundry. You can use it in basically anything. You can also use this to clean off some of your food products, like your fruits and stuff. You just pour it in the sink, fill it up with some water, and add some hydrogen peroxide, and your food's going to be a whole lot better. Let's go take a wander around and see what else we can find in here. Yeah, we're over here in the toy aisle. Now, for like a single-size kind of Barbie doll, we're looking at about $5.57 for one of these toys. Now, it was about a year and a half ago, we actually thought we were going to see shortages up here when it came to toys, but thankfully that never really happened, and all the kids have been pretty happy for the most part, especially when it came to the holidays. Yeah, we're over here in sporting goods now, and last time I was here they were redoing this whole area, so they didn't have anything available. Now, they do have some decent prices on some firearms here, and I can see the ammunition is pretty well stocked up as well. Now, if you're looking for, gifts and stuff like that for the children, they also have, you remember the Red Ryder? Oh yeah, I remember that thing. That movie was amazing. You can buy the Red Ryder BB gun, looks like for $40. That would make a little boy happy, especially if you guys like to, hunt little birds or squirrels or chipmunks and stuff like that. Let's go around the corner here and see what else they have. Let's go check out the camping aisle. Now, for some reason, there's a lot of shortages on the shelf here, especially for these tents. Now, there is a very big homeless population here in Anchorage, and a lot of them have chosen to endure the strenuous winter months we have. So it's not very uncommon to see a lot of these things either locked up or just in short supply. These little propane cylinders, they're easy for a person to shove in their pocket and take with them out the door. So I can see why those are locked up. And these other products here, I mean, camping, cooking supplies and stuff like that, of course, it's going to be locked up now. Seems like everything has just been getting worse as far as when it comes to locking everything up. So we're going to head around the store, see what else we can find that might either be locked up in short supply or just completely crazily priced. All right, here's something new that I haven't seen yet, and this happened since the last time I did a shopping video. Batteries are in high demand right now, so especially heading straight into winter, people are finding out their batteries aren't working in their cars, so they come here to get a battery. And apparently this must be a high theft item, because now you can't get a battery out of here anymore. And just for this is a very small battery. We're looking at about $160.82 for that battery right there. Now, for another rather small battery, this one right here, that is a, let's see, 630 cold cranking amps, and we're looking at $183.82 for that battery. I mean, we're just talking about the small batteries in general. Now, some of the larger batteries, the more powerful batteries, We're looking at about 206.82, and that is for a 640 cranking amp, cold cranking amp battery. But yeah, I mean, batteries are heavy. I wouldn't be trying to steal a battery myself because they're heavy and they're awkward trying to get out of here. Let's look at these other products here that are all locked up. Power inverters. These are very, they're something that they steal often in the auto parts stores. So they come in here, they see that these are locked up, and then they run over to, like, say, O'Reilly's or AutoZone, and they try to steal them from over there. And we have a lot of different kits here. Now, the homeless camps, they'll use this stuff just for basic power around the camp. So if they can find something with a battery or something like that, sometimes they'll just try to get into the kit, and they'll just steal the battery, and they'll use that to recharge their cell phones and, you know, run their tablets and stuff like that. But over here on the other side, of course, this is a lot of car audio stuff, some wires. You got some speakers, easily sold items, and a lot of these items are just, you know, real tiny things that anybody could just sell real quick, and they can use it to trade for food and stuff like that. Let's get around the corner. I'm pretty sure we can find a whole bunch more stuff that's locked up here in Anchorage that I haven't seen yet. Okay guys, here's a good one that's been an item that's been commonly stolen, especially across town in the auto parts store. Because in the auto parts store, all of these products here are pretty much out in the open on the shelves. So the thieves that want to come in and just raid the place, just come in and just take whatever they want. And if they feel it like there's too much traffic in the store, they'll take certain little items, like a box wrench, for instance, and they'll stage a section. They'll, like, take things and flip them upside down. That way, when they send their friends in there in a few minutes, the person might have a little bit more guts. They'll come in the store and they'll know exactly what to grab because, you know, their friend flipped it over, and that way they can, you know, kind of walk out with whatever they want at that point. And there's a lot of these new annoying rules now where people can't just confront anybody anymore, and at some point we're just going to have to take our communities back, and, you know, somebody's going to have to stand up to some of these people just so we can get some peace and quiet in our minds. Oh yes, here's another commonly stolen product, is spray paint. Now, I'm kind of glad to see that this area here is behind lock and key, because when I was working for O'Reilly's Auto Parts, it was incredibly annoying that they would come in and they would just spray it, you know, all over the place, and you'd have these little test spots everywhere just covered in random paint. Not only that, they would sit there and just try to get high off the stuff. I'm not sure exactly how that works, don't really care, but it was really annoying when you come walking in the store and all of a sudden it just has that odor of spray paint for no reason whatsoever. Now, I thought that they made a law just recently that no incandescent light bulbs were allowed to be available. Now, I do need an appliance light for my oven at home, so we're gonna see if we can buy this one here. And I don't know if it's even going to work in my stove, because I think the last time I tried to put a light in my stove, it didn't work. But either way, I can use this bulb for something else if I need to. Now, as things go on with inflation, everything has been going up in price. I used to buy this package right here, a Scott, and it has about, what, 36 rolls in it, and the price has gone up almost $7 to $8. We're looking at a price of $32.86 for the rolls that I used to get. Now, this one here is catching up. It's got 20 rolls, but they're trying to sell it for $18.68. Now, when I used to buy this stuff, I used to buy it at Walmart, or I used to buy it at Target, and the price range was right around $25. So you can see the price jump. And like, if you're buying these smaller packages here at $12.42, you get 12 rolls. I mean, they got the math figured out just right on all of these products here, that you're literally paying the same price no matter if you buy the smaller bunches or you buy the bigger bunches. You might get 1 or 2 extra rolls for free if you buy the larger pack, but I mean, it's still such a tight little variance there. It just keeps the people down, if you know what I mean, because nothing around here is getting cheaper. Now, Charmin, the soft stuff, okay, 18 rolls for $34.24. That's just for 18 rolls. So yeah, you can see why I buy the Scott brand instead, because you know, the Great Value brand, it's just that, it's just great value, and it's not very good high quality. But we head on over here and look at the Bounty. The prices of paper towels, or any paper products for that matter, is going up. I don't care. So let's see this one here. We got, this is just 2 rolls just 2 rolls of paper towels for $7.32. I mean, this stuff is just priceless these days. Now this big one, this big bundle here, you got 10 giant rolls. We're looking at a price of $27.72. That's crazy. I mean, it's getting to the point where I don't even like buying paper towels anymore. So if we do buy any paper towels from, like, let's say Walmart, we would probably just go with these. They're not great. They're not super awesome quality. I mean, they work, but we're looking at a price of $20.73. And it looks like that's for 12 of the double rolls. Now, I do like the paper towels that have the thinner sheets. That does work great for me, and I like that. So let's get on over here and check out the bleach. Now, bleach is something that's hit and miss all over the country, like Clorox bleach and stuff like that. So for 121 ounces of Clorox bleach, we're looking at a price of $8.78. Now we get down here to the Great Value brand, you can see it's kind of an empty shelf down here, and that's a $6.78 per bottle. And come over here, and I'm not even sure what this stuff used to be. Clorox SL regular for $8.27. It's not even on the shelf. So I mean, it's just, you never know what's going to be there. You never know what's going to be available. Now if you look on this side of the aisle over here, there's a bunch of holes, and a lot of these products they're fronted, and you got some items that always don't go in the area. Well, let's see, Gain Ultra. Let's see, that says 177 loads for $16.74. We're gonna move on down the line here. We're gonna Persil. I've never even heard of this brand here, but it says here 96 loads at $24.44. Tide is the most popular brand that I think anybody buys here in the state. So Tide Pods got really expensive a little while ago, and they're still not exactly cheap. But we have some down here at the bottom for $12.97, and some of these cost almost $30, and I'm not sure why. Okay, these here, this looks like it's in the right spot, so it's worth talking about. We got 81 ounces, $27.24, and let's see how many loads. Okay, we got about 85 packs inside this for just under $30, which isn't too horribly bad, but man, yeah. Now people are stealing these things and trading them for food and whatnot in the homeless camps. So I'm surprised these actually aren't locked up, if you know what I mean. Now, a while ago, we were worried up here about having some animal food shortages. Thankfully, that didn't come to complete fruition, and we have plenty of pet warehouses and stuff like that around town. But when I first started doing these films, it's a tiny 7-pound bag called Kitty Diggins, and the price of that is now up to like $2.44. Now, I believe when I first started doing the videos, that was like $1.50 a bag or something, because it's like the discount of discount when it comes to kitty litter. It's not exactly the best, but it will get you by, especially if you live in an apartment. So you might have to buy 2 or 3 bags to get you through a week, because the cats will dirty it up pretty quickly. But as we look around here, like the wet foods, like a little tiny can of Fancy Feast for your cat, man, that's 92 cents. So this is $1 worth of cat food. My hands are huge, and this isn't a very big can. So it's just sad when we start seeing the prices of these things just continuously rise nonstop. And I mean, I don't know about you guys. I work for a living. I like to keep some of my money, and in the last 3 or 4 years, it's just been horrible trying to maintain a halfway decent lifestyle, because I just keep watching my money disappear. All right, well, it's no surprise to find a lot of the baby formula locked up, especially the special type of infant formula. But they do have some over here that aren't exactly locked up. But as you can see, the shelves are pretty bare, and a lot of these products are just basically non-existent right now. So, but this Walmart is completely different than the one across town, the one at Midtown, because I mean, it's just like everything in that store now has got these new little lockup cages. So I kind of appreciate the feel of this Walmart, which is closer to my house, so I don't have to actually worry too much about the hassles of lifting up a plastic thing, and if I lift it up 2 or 3 times, the alarm's going to go off, and that is incredibly annoying to us shoppers. And if I do that too much, I'm just gonna stop coming to the store. Okay, here's a good one. This one, I used to always check the price of ramen noodles when I come into the store. We're looking at $17.88 for 12 packs of ramen noodles. Now, why that's important is because when I started doing these videos a couple years ago, the price for a package of ramen noodles was pretty inexpensive. But as you can see right now, $7.88 divided by 12, that's about $1.49 a package. So that's almost $1.50 per package of ramen noodles. And as we all know, these noodles aren't exactly the healthiest item on the list, but they do give you a little sustenance and they get you by in a pinch. Now, these are some items that I no longer purchase anymore just because I don't do high fructose corn syrup. But a 24 pack of Coca-Cola, we're looking at a price of $15.78. And their competitor over here, Pepsi, let's see if we can find a price on that. It looks like the price for them is way over here with nothing around it, because I guess Pepsi's a popular product, but they're on rollback for $11.48 right now. So that would probably explain why there's no Pepsi here and there's a lot of Coke, because you know, any whiskey drinkers that like to mix your products up and stuff like that, you know how it is. But some people just would rather save a few bucks and have a specific flavor. So let's look at these 2 liters here. Now the 2 liters are $2.68 all the way down the line. So just about every single 2 liter on that side is $2.68. Now over here we have some cheaper Great Value brands that we're looking at. $1.63 for the Great Value brand. And when we start moving into the Coke products, Dr. Pepper, Fanta, let's see, Sprite, Coca-Cola, we're looking at about $2.52 for all of these. And down here we do have some on rollback, and I don't know, I mean, I guess that must have cost more because it's $2.52 just like the rest of them. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I don't buy soda anymore. It's just not the way I roll, because it's just not exactly the most healthy option. And I like to lose weight these days, and that's becoming a habit. So I have to get down to approximately 235 pounds. I don't have to, but that's my goal weight. And avoiding products like these just gets me there a whole lot faster. And that's kind of the plan. All right, we're going to start looking at the prices of some beef. Now, for this little tiny package of organic grass-fed ground beef, we're looking at a price of $7.44. Now, for the regular ground beef, boy, we're looking at $8.03. That's for, boy, that's a little tiny 1 pound package. That's super cute. 85% lean, 15% fat. That's actually pretty decent if you wanted to eat that as a healthy option, but like, holy cow, expensive. And we look down here at the big giant tube that everybody's familiar with. It's a 10-pound tube of ground beef. We're looking at a price of $38.97. I'm guessing that price might be up over $40 per tube here before the end of the year, but we're just going to have to keep coming back and seeing what's going to happen. Now, on this weight loss journey that I've been doing, I have been eating a lot of chuck pot roast and stuff like that. $20.40. That's really not too bad of a price for that. And the reason I eat this stuff is it's got all this fat and connective tissue that runs right through the meat. And that's the healthy stuff. That's what you want. You want that fat. Now, I did come in here yesterday and I purchased some of these, and I made 2 of these up. They're not exactly the same quality as what's over there, but the price wasn't too bad. So $18.53. That gets me 2.48 pounds of meat at $7.47 per pound. I mean, that's really not a bad deal. And as you can see in here, it's just got all this nice connective tissue, and it's real simple to cook. You just throw it in the crock pot and just let that sucker run, and don't touch it. You can put it on high for 4 to 6 hours and it makes it just absolutely delicious. Or you can put it on low, and if you put it on low, you're going to want to cook it for anywhere from around 8 hours to 10 hours or such like that. But you want all that connective fat just to basically melt. And we got some turkeys available now. I don't remember if I saw these last time I was here. We're looking at $1.28 a pound, so that's not too horribly bad. So let's see, total price of this turkey here, looking at 15.10 pounds. We're looking at a price of $19.33. So that's about $20 a turkey. That could feed a family of 4 or 5 really without a problem. So, I mean, it might be time to just grab a couple turkeys and toss them in the fridge. But we're gonna head on down the line and see what else we can find. Oh, these pork ribs. Now I've found a really good deal at a car Safeway just across town. I got these for a really good price. I made them up, I ate them already. I had some for breakfast this morning too, which was freaking phenomenal. It tasted fantastic. But as far as the beef prices go, everything is getting more expensive. And a lot of that has to do with the USDA. So this guy right here, you can see down here at the bottom, it says USDA inspected. I mean, that's literally like a guy that sits in a room and just looks at meat and says, okay, that's okay to sell. And that's why the price is going up, in my opinion. They're just making all the money and we're paying the bill. Okay, you guys let me know about these chicken prices here, if this is comparable to anything in your neck of the woods. Now, when I lived in the lower 48, chicken prices were incredibly cheap because they had chicken farms everywhere, especially down towards Joplin, Missouri. So let's see, price per pound, we're looking at $3.94 per pound. Total price for this package is $18.40. The net weight of the package is 4.67 pounds. So, I mean, yeah, compare the price to your area and just leave me a comment down below and let me know, hey, is that anywhere close to your area? And of course, we got to look at the salmon. Now, the salmon here is nothing I would buy. Just go down to the river and get your own. But we're looking at $11.95, and I'm guessing that's per pound. Okay, so when you pick this up and look at it, we're looking at a total price of $36.09. That's a lot of money for a salmon. Okay, let's check out the price of bacon here. For the Great Value brand Hickory Smoked Thick Cut Bacon, we're looking at a price of $17.18. Now we're going to get up in quality here pretty quickly. John Morrell, 3 pounds of bacon, $20.68. And then Hill's Premium Meats, $21.83. Now, I got 3 pounds of meat at Cars Safeway for, I think it was $14. I felt pretty good doing that. That was a decent price. And did you know bacon is actually pretty darn healthy for us? I didn't know that until the last couple of years or so, and I started getting into my own health aspects, and I started really studying nutrition and trying to figure out what I can eat. Hot dogs, yeah, they're not exactly good for you, but man, we all love our hot dogs. Let's see, the classic Bar S Frank's is $1.28 versus the Ballpark's just above it. We're looking at a price of about $4.96. Now, if you're into the Nathan's brand, we're looking at a price of $5.72. The big packages of Bar S, they're still really affordable, $5.73. Now, when I was a truck driver in the lower 48, I used to go in and out of Bar S. Now, miles before we could get to that place, and if there's any truck drivers on the channel, you can verify this, but miles before we could get to the Bar S factory, it just smelled like poo. It always smelled like poo. It smelled like rotten meat. And ever since then, and I used to be a person that used to buy those for my family when I lived in the Midwest. I won't buy those anymore. If I find them in my house, they just magically disappear in the garbage, or I feed them to the dog, and I don't think they make the dog feel very well either. But yeah, it's just crazy, you know, when you actually drive into these places and, you know, you can smell the stench coming out of it, and you realize, oh, I was feeding that stuff to my kids. Now here, cheese. Now, cheese is a very healthy option for many of us, but these cheeses, as a general rule, are the ones that I stay away from. These single sliced, single wrapped. Now, not only are they wrapped in plastic and they're super processed cheeses, I just try to avoid them because they contain a lot of oils and stuff that I realized I don't need in my body. And a lot of those oils are inflammatory. Now, this is a cheese I will buy, and I snack on this quite often. This Tillamook Colby Jack Monterey Jack. This is a pretty healthy option. Basically what I do is I make my own cheese sticks. I just fold them up, put each one on top of another, and I just fold them up. And I probably have an image of that I'll put up here. But let's see, for the price here, we're looking at $11.53 for this block. And that's really not bad. And for the health benefits, it's kind of worth paying a little bit extra over getting a discount on some of this stuff that just make you sick and not feel good and cause inflammation in your body for no apparent reason. Now, I did buy some ingredients here for, I made a pizza, chicken crust pizza. So I bought a couple of these packages up here. This Parmesan cheese, $2.64. So I got 2 of those packages. And what I used those for was to make the crust of the pizza. Now I mixed it in with a canned chicken that you can buy over there in the canned food aisle. And yeah, I put 2 eggs on top of that, and it worked out freaking golden. It was amazing. But then I also bought for the cheese, and I probably bought way too much cheese, because I bought this bag here. It's 5-pound bag, great value mozzarella. Now actually the quality of that cheese, I was pretty happy with that when I made the pizza, and it wasn't too awful bad. Now I didn't get up in here and look at the ingredients. Yeah, potato starch, that's not something we normally want, but the potato starch is just to keep this stuff from clumping. So you can either shred it yourself or cut your losses and get the potato starch. But that entire bag is $21.22. Now, like I said before, we don't typically buy sliced cheese. So what we do instead of buying sliced cheese is we buy this block cheese right here, like Colby Jack, sharp cheddar. We've been known to buy this before. And the price on that there looks like $15.96. And we've also bought these type of cheeses here, which aren't too horribly bad. Those come 2-pound blocks that come in at about $8. Okay, we're going to cruise over through here and check out the prices on eggs. 18 large eggs right there, $3.62 for those. $2.48 for the 12 large white eggs. And it looks like the price is coming down a little bit, because it did go up there for a little while. Now the 60 count, that's probably one of the most popular boxes bought here. $11.68. Now I just recently connected with the lady yesterday that used to supply us with farm fresh eggs, and we dropped a kitten off to her, and she was gracious enough to give us 3 dozen of her farm fresh eggs, and we were super happy about that. But man, look at the price of orange juice. I mean, this stuff isn't good for you, but the price is just crazy. It just keeps going up. $8.30 a gallon. Now the Simply Orange down on the bottom is a little cheaper at about $8.12 per bottle, and that's not too bad. But now let's look at the crap juice. Sunny D, crap juice for Sunny D. It's colored orange, but it's $4.38 for a gallon of that. Tangy, original, wonderful sugar mixture. Yeah, I'll skip on that one. But okay, let's see what else we can find over here for healthy options, or if we can even find some healthy options. Whole milk, 1, lactose free, no. Organic Valley. Nope. Uh-oh. Since we're over here by the milk, let's see, a gallon of milk here is $7.38 for that type. That must be a homogenized gallon of milk. And the regular gallon of milk down on the bottom here, the square jug that my wife absolutely hates because it spills everywhere, is $4.24 a gallon. And that's not too bad of a price. Just if you can get over the shape of the jug, it's just stackable, and some people just don't like that. But now she might do okay with the little one here at $2.78, and that's for the half gallon. So that might work out pretty good for her if she decides to come back here and purchase milk. But I think right now she's been buying it across town at Costco. Now I did purchase a couple containers of these because I wanted to try to make this cottage cheese type fluffy bread. It's really got next to no ingredients, so it's like basically like cottage cheese mixed with eggs, egg whites mainly, and then you fluff up the egg whites and you add the cottage cheese in, and you bake it in the oven, and it makes this weird bread that's supposed to be amazing. So we're gonna see if I can make that here pretty soon and see what kind of disaster that turns out to be. All right, here we are in the water aisle. Now, one of the more commonly bought brands is this Great Value brand of water. It's got 40 bottles, and right now the price has gone up a little bit. It's $6.27 for 40 bottles. But the thing is, here in Alaska, is a lot of homes have really, really poor water quality, and people just don't want to either drink the chlorinated water, or the water that's coming out of the ground is just full of iron. So it looks kind of blood red on the toilet and inside the bathtub and stuff like that. And there are some let's see, I saw a healthier option of water here last time I was here, and I don't really know if it's acidic or not. But all right, now we're looking at another $5.98 for Alaska glacier water. That's not even in this section. This is the wrong stuff. So yeah, typical, you know how it is. They like putting the wrong stuff in the wrong place. And that happens a lot for one reason or another. Now this is the Alaska glacier water. This is probably what's supposed to be over there. They just ran out of pallets and wanted to put more water to take up space, so it doesn't look like there's a water shortage or something like that going on, because people freak out nowadays. But $5.98 is what you can get for this right here, and that stuff's pretty good stuff, and it's made here in Alaska, and I've tried it, and it's not bad. So, and I'm not seeing the water I was thinking of. It was in a 1 gallon jug. It was like an electrolyte type of water, and it had Himalayan pink salt mixed in. You can make your own electrolytes at home. You just take water and add a little bit of Himalayan pink salt or good quality salt, and you're on your way. You don't have to come out and buy special stuff or Pedialyte or anything like that. You can just make your own if you know how. Okay guys, we got party platters there. You're going to see a lot more of these. Now these are all pre-packaged, everything in here. The cheese, crackers, everything is in a plastic wrap inside these packages. And we're looking at a price of $22.18 for all of these right here. Now over here, this one here is $16.78. It's got smaller cheese chunks inside there, smaller pepperonis and salamis. But as you can see, everything inside that package is pre-packaged. So it's designed to have a better shelf life. At least they hope it does. Because as soon as one of the holidays starts kicking off, Thanksgiving comes around, families start coming together, you're going to see these things just cleared out of here, because that's just how it works here. All right, so I was told that these pork rinds are a healthier option. Now I'm not sure exactly about this particular brand right here. I haven't looked at the ingredients, but I want to try this one because it looks like barbecue. That's kind of my thing. Barbecue does have a little bit of sugar, but we're also going to buy the other brand here. Now it's $5.60. And we're definitely going to give these a shot. I was warned before starting to eat these things just to be careful of how many you consume, because it's easy to overeat pork rinds. And another option, like even if you're in a gas station, a pretty decent option is getting beef jerky or some of these beef sticks or something like that. But some of these have some ingredients that, you know, if you're eating super clean, they might have some nitrates, or they might have some sugars or additional ingredients you might not want in your diet. So just read your labels. But let's see, $13.98 for this package of beef jerky here, and the net weight is 10 ounces. Now these are just good in a pinch. Like if you need some protein in a hurry, you can just snack on these. You're not going to get overly fat. But now if you decide to go that route where you're going to eat more meats and stuff like that, you need to skip out all the other garbage we find down the center aisles that they're really not helpful for our weight loss. But okay, the Great Value brand, let's see, it's coming in at $9.98. But let's see here, I cannot see, 10 ounce pack as well. So this is a 10 ounce pack of beef jerky. But now one thing I do notice with the Great Value brands, there's a lot of hidden stuff in there. Maltodextrin, I don't know what that is. Cultured celery extract. Well, the celery extract typically is used similar to nitrates. It's just a different way of wording it. Corn protein, yeah, GMO, yeast extract. Not sure if that needs to be in there. Boy, okay, yeah, this is one that I would probably stay away from because it's got soy sauce and stuff like that. There's just, a lot of GMO going on in there. And if that's what you're trying to avoid, then that's fine. But if you have to in a pinch, that's really not a bad option either. It's just, we gotta pick our poison, guys. I mean, no matter what we're doing. I mean, like some people can't eat peanuts and stuff like that. I get it. You're allergic to peanuts. But are they the worst option out there in the universe as far as your health is concerned? As a general rule, no. As long as you're eating, a couple handfuls. And I'm talking like a couple handfuls. Whatever you can get in your hand is kind of what you want to do. Now, when I was losing weight a long time ago, this was a pretty decent snack. Now, I was snacking on these quite a bit. $4.68. I do need to get a couple of these for the family. So we're going to grab a couple bags of these. And that way they're gonna have something to snack on while I'm snacking on pork rinds and stuff. And I should probably go buy some sour cream, because pork rinds and sour cream just sounds amazing. I've been watching people online eat it that way, and I think that might be my new favorite thing, because the sour cream, that's just a natural fat. You know, pork rinds, that's, you know, pork skin or whatever it's made out of. But all right, let's see. Sun Chip Minis. I have never seen this before. $3.12. Interesting. Now, I used to think those were pretty good for my health, Sun Chips in general. But now when I see them next to Cheetos Minis and this type of stuff here and this type of stuff here, Takis, this is just not good for us, this type of stuff here. And then the food colorings they use are just horrible stuff. So I just try to avoid stuff like that. But you know, if it's something you're just going to have once in a while, I mean, I don't see any reason not to. But these pretzel nuggets are dangerous. I used to sit down and eat the crap out of those things. I'm sorry, ma'am, didn't mean to get in your way. But I used to just eat the crap out of these things. I'd sit down and eat the entire container, and no wonder I got up to 435 pounds. I mean, just, holy cow. And then we talk about Cheetos. Yeah, I used to be horribly addicted to foods like that. Those Cheetos Puffs, yeah, I could sit down and clobber that whole bag without a problem. So this is a strange one here. Now, if you look at the FDA's recommendation as far as health's concerned, they're saying that on the list that Lucky Charms is actually healthier than eating ground beef. That's crazy. But anyways, a container of Lucky Charms is halfway smashed up, 18.6 ounces. We're looking at $5.92. And the bigger mega size box, which really isn't that much bigger. So let's see, this box is 18.6 ounces, 1 pound. And this box down here says net weight 1 pound, 13.1 ounces. Okay, I'm not very good at math here, but that seems like it's less. I don't know, but this is the mega size. It's $7.78. You guys do the math on that for me, because that's just, I mean, I'm scratching my head every time I go down a cereal aisle, because the boxes are changing. We got shrinkflation going on. The quality of these products are not the greatest, and I have been looking everywhere for this stuff because it is a somewhat healthy cereal option for the kids, and I wanted to get some to see if they would actually enjoy it or not. And it is pretty expensive per box, because it's a small box. We're looking at 7 ounces at $10.18. But if I could get my kids to eat something a little bit healthier than, let's say, you know, these right here, which are just full of sugar, I mean, yeah, I'm going to give it a shot, and it'll be worth the investment if it actually, you know, helps my kids out in the morning and they decide they like it. So I'm not sure which one I should pick here, because, yeah, they might not like any of them because they're healthy. As soon as they find out they're healthy, they just automatically don't like it. So we're just going to buy one magic box and, you know, see if they like it or not. How about that? All right, so here's that canned chicken I was talking about. It's coming in at $12.97. We got 4 cans in here, and this is what I used to make that pizza crust, and it worked pretty freaking good. So we're gonna get some more of that, and we're gonna give it a shot, and hopefully that next pizza is gonna turn out all right, because I am planning on making a video wrapped around that. Now we're getting down here to the vinegar. This stuff is gold. Apple cider vinegar looks like it, the Bragg's brand, looks like it might have come down in price. I thought it was $25 a couple of months ago, but now it's $23.42. I might be wrong about that, and it wouldn't be the first time I got corrected on some of these prices. But the Great Value brand, we're looking at $7.68. And the white distilled vinegar, this is great stuff to have around no matter what. You can use this stuff for so many things. You can put it in your laundry. You can use it for disinfecting. It kills mold. You can use it for pickling, and just whatever you need to do with it. It's good stuff. What is the price of cooking oil in your area? We're looking at Great Value canola oil for $12.80. And the Wesson brand, I'm not sure why Wesson is so much more expensive, but anyway, it's $7.46. And we go up a little bit. Got the small bottles of Crisco for $4. Smart Balance, I'm not sure if that's smart or not, but we're looking at $7 for those containers there. Now, I am incredibly thankful the price of rice up here in Alaska didn't go through the roof like we thought it was going to when they, you know, India said they were going to stop shipping out basmati rice. But if we look down here on the bottom, we can see empty shelves down here. And it looks like, yeah, that's basmati rice that's missing there. Royal basmati rice missing there. Whatever GV basmati rice is no longer on the shelves, but we do have other options for basmati rice. And apparently basmati rice is incredibly important staple in a lot of families' homes. So, but there are other options. So it's not a super huge deal. Now, if you look down here, we got a couple more empty shelves, and it's not very uncommon to see some empty shelves here and there, especially in Alaska. And we look on the other side of the aisle here, you know, we got some, these are like a lot of specialty items that are just here and there. So, and unfortunately there's a mess in this aisle, and we're just going to clear out so the employees can clean up whatever hit the floor. Well, unfortunately this problem has not corrected itself yet, but yeah, there's definitely a pasta shortage going on. This aisle is just crazy how everything pasta related is just condensed into this one little tiny section here. And then we got sauces all the way down through this side. Now if we look on this side of the aisle here, we got a lot of fronting going on, and that just means there's not enough product to put on the shelves over here. So they just spread all this product, like these similar items, we'll just spread them all the way down just to make it look a little less scary, because you know, for some reason people freak out when they start seeing empty shelves. And if they see too many empty shelves, they just start buying stuff for no reason, and they just throw themselves in a panic. I mean, we all know the supply chain's going up and down, which isn't a super huge deal. But like, as I mentioned before, I mean, look at all this Velveeta on the same exact shelf, and all the discounted macaroni and cheese is, you know, pretty much emptied out. We do have some down here on the bottom in the bigger packages, so you can get 5 packages for $5.86, or you can buy the single package for $1.34 of the Kraft. Now Velveeta, I don't touch Velveeta anymore these days, but that's $8.58 for 3 boxes of Velveeta shells and cheese. I used to love that stuff when I was younger, and that's probably another great reason why I got so freaking huge. Well, that and I couldn't stop eating. I just kept eating and eating. All right, let's go check out this aisle over here and see what's going on, because I'm pretty sure I can sniff out some more empty shelves. All right, definitely not empty shelf related, but a while back, you know, we were worried about the price of these canned goods, even the Great Value canned goods going up. They have gone up a little bit. They started out around like 88 cents about 2 to 3 years ago, and they've gradually come up to $1.07, and at times they've gone up, but then they've come right back down. I mean, Walmart really has set the stage for trying to keep the price low, especially on the Great Value products. And the Great Value products really aren't too far off from all these others. But now, the magical thing about paying attention to labels is you're going to want to spin the can around and take a look at how they're packaged. Because some of these things, like even the mixed vegetables, you spin it around, and when you start looking at the ingredients, some of these might have some stuff that you don't want. This here looks innocent enough, and it doesn't look like, you know, it's got a super huge problem. But I think I bought some navy beans at one point, and they had something weird in there as far as you know, how they were in the package. So sweet potato, I'm sorry, whole new potatoes, $1.06. And of course we got the lovely one that's got the firming agents. I don't know what a firming agent is. Calcium chloride, well, whatever. I don't know. I'm just trying to find the navy beans. The navy beans are here somewhere. Got pinto beans, and I believe I'm getting closer. Okay, these right here. So I bought navy beans, and I think they had something weird on the ingredient label that I didn't really like as much. Oh yeah, they go. Let's see. Bare white beans, water salt, disodium EDTA, okay, added to promote color retention. I don't know what that is. I mean, if I gotta go to Google and start looking up what the stuff is, I'm just gonna try to avoid it as much as possible, even if I wanted the beans. That was probably what I was thinking of. I'm not sure 100%. This particular brand of barbecue sauce is absolutely amazing. Now, it does have a little bit of sugars and stuff like that in there, but the calorie count is extremely low for 2 tablespoons, 60 calories. I mean, I will put up with a little bit of brown sugar and actual sugar. The one thing I won't do is high fructose corn syrup, but I wanted to try that one there. And these don't last long in my house because I eat a lot of meat. I eat about 90% meat and fat, and another 10% of I really don't care, because I'm living my life as happily as possible. So, but I'm going to try these two, and so far I have absolutely loved everything from this particular Kinder's brand. Now, unfortunately, Sweet Baby Ray's used to be my go-to sauce. That was before I started flipping it over, reading the ingredients, and finding out that high fructose corn syrup is like the #1 ingredient on this list. I just can't, it just blew me away. I was like, because that's seriously cutting corners for no reason at all. You can just put in regular sugar. Everybody will still love your product, especially if your spices are just right. You know, ditch the cheap sugar and stop trying to make a buck off of everybody by putting cheap ingredients in there. Because, I mean, I would still be consuming Sweet Baby Ray's everything if they got rid of all of that high fructose crap. Now, this is a healthy mayonnaise. This stuff here, $9.78 for Primal Kitchen avocado oil dressing and spread. Now, I have some of this at home. This is another good option. I don't know why they try to sell it with vegan on it, but yeah, this is still pretty good stuff right here. And you know, mayo as a general rule isn't that bad for you, and you can make it at home. You can just choose your own oil, and if you can get your own avocado oil, you know, just make your own at the house. It's incredibly simple to make. A friend of mine showed me how to make it. I just haven't done it because I'm kind of lazy about doing stuff like that, but I'm getting better. I'm starting to make a lot more of my own stuff at the house. I'm taking more time and consideration about the foods and stuff I put on my diets. Now, there was a friend of mine that was saying they probably put too much ranch on their salad. Now, that's easy to do. Let's see, Hidden Valley Ranch, that bottle there, we're looking at a price of $6.34. Now, an alternative that I used when I was starting to readjust to my new lifestyle of eating slightly healthier is I was buying products, something like this, you know, like an Italian type oil type dressing, and it wasn't always this brand. I'd switch up between the brands. I might buy something like that, or I might buy the Great Value brand. But eventually I started weaning off the salads. Every time I ate a salad, I got crazy hungry, so I just stopped with the salads, because I wound up eating more carbohydrates than I needed to because I just got done eating a salad. All right, the Great Value broccoli cuts. Now, I used to buy this a lot, and I used to just eat broccoli and chicken mainly. The price on this has come up slightly. It used to be about $1 a bag, and now we're looking at $1.10 per bag, and that's for a 12-ounce bag. So we're not looking too bad there, but I'm not a big fan of a whole lot of broccoli these days, even though I used to be in the past, and I've had great success eating broccoli. But it's just one of those things that I've grown away from as I'm figuring out how to you know, hopefully live longer and eat healthier, because I realize I just don't need those extra carbs that come along with the broccoli, and some of the stuff the broccoli has just isn't available for us to digest without natural fats included. So now, I did hear about a recall on one of these Dino Bites. Now, it's not this brand here. I believe it's the Tyson brand. I'm not sure, but here's the thing, guys. If you buy your own chicken and you just throw it in your blender, grind it up, you can make your own chicken nuggets at home. I mean, and you do that, your kids will be a lot healthier. And this stuff is just overly processed. You never know what's going to happen to your food when it gets that overly processed, because they're grinding it up, they're adding some breading, they're running it down an assembly line. There's a giant process that goes into it. We just need to start scooting away from this type of stuff, the easy stuff. Like I said, I'm losing weight because I'm actually considering what I'm putting in my body at the point. So I just stay away from stuff that's incredibly easy, and wow, just like that, you start losing some weight. And all right, let's get on over here and see what the hell else we can find. I'm sure I can find something empty around here somewhere, and I'm probably going to run on down to the vegetable department and see what's there, because there's always a shortage in the vegetable department. Well, like I said, there's always a somewhat of a shortage over here. Not saying that this is actually a shortage, it's just a couple extra empty bins. Chances are it's probably onions, and this bin down here is the low bin is empty because the majority of people up here are actually kind of short. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that the low bin empties out first. But let's see what we got on this side over here. There's not a whole lot missing over here. Now, clementines. Now, I guess that's what these are here. Clementines are kind of like a lemon. But yeah, there's just one empty thing of those. Whatever this is here, grapefruit. Yeah, grapefruit's a pretty popular item up here. I noticed they're typically, you know, either low or just not there in general. But bananas, did you know bananas is one of the #1 sold items at Walmart? I mean, 84 cents a pound. These bananas come up on the boat and they go through a process or something when they open the container. It's kind of a dangerous process of actually opening the container for the bananas, because they put some sort of gas in there to keep them from turning so fast. But as soon as we get these things home, they tend to turn pretty quick. And I mean, that can get expensive, especially if you're just throwing your bananas away and not making stuff like banana bread with them. So, but 84 cents a pound, that's really not a bad price. And we've been doing pretty good up here in Alaska as far as, you know, the price of certain things. Now, other things, yeah, they go up and down. It's crazy. I don't even know what in the world this is. Apple rocket. Okay. That is a strange looking fruit to me. It looks delicious. It looks like it has way too much natural sugar in it and I shouldn't eat it. But, oh, rocket. Yeah, for the little tiny apples. I ate some of these a couple weeks ago and I got sick. Not because it's a bad apple, but because the sugars hit my liver and basically put me to sleep right away. So whatever this is, this looks like pear red, $1.80 a pound. I don't know if that's a good price, but these are beautiful looking. And I've never eaten one in my entire life. And I know these are good because they come in this handy special wrapper. And those are, I've had some of these before and they were actually really delicious. Now I try to stay away from this stuff right now because when you're on a mainly meat type diet, you process those natural sugars completely differently. So, and it goes straight to my freaking liver, and it kind of gives me that feeling like I've drank too much alcohol, if that makes any sense. Now, it looks like we do have a little bit of everything else here. Now, these blueberries, man, you can eat these blueberries all day long, and it doesn't really affect your blood sugar at all. And you get some fiber, you get something sweet in your body, and they're absolutely freaking delicious. But all right, guys, I have been in the store long enough, and we're gonna have to check out and get out of here and get to the house. And yeah, okay, let's go to checkout. Well, this is a completely new section to what I'm used to. Now, this is more like a little convenience store set up inside Walmart as you walk through the door. The front door is literally right over there. So when you walk into the store, you like basically have this little area here that's got convenience store type items. And this is a little bit interesting. I'm not sure why they would do this with valuable space here in the front, but I guess they just want people to come in, and if they want to just grab something simple, they have it all condensed down to the same area. And it just, I guess it just makes sense. I'm not a super huge fan of making a convenience store inside a big store, but they do these things for a reason mathematically, and Walmart's not stupid, especially when it comes to making money. They know how to make money. Well, okay, that just about wraps up our shopping trip here at Walmart. Let's see, I managed to get out of there with a price of about $61.43 with everything I grabbed while you guys were with me. And let's see, the classic problem I always have when I come here to Walmart is I forget where I parked, because I don't usually do all the grocery shopping. My wife tends to do a lot of the grocery shopping, and just makes my life a whole lot easier. But I'm not working right now, so I got a couple days off. We're just gonna run around here, see if I can find my little yellow Jeep, and hopefully get everything loaded up and get the heck to the house and get this video out to you guys. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know down in the comments section below, and please subscribe to the channel. It helps support the channel and my weight loss journey especially. If you don't know anything about my weight loss journey, just check out my playlist. I have a playlist made up for losing weight in Alaska, and that's just what I've been doing lately, and just trying to live a healthier lifestyle as I go. So as always, guys, I hope to see you in the next one.